The dog wash has two nozzles, the blue one and the green one. The green gives a finer, more focused spray, whereas the blue gives a more heavy or fast spray to douse the dog with more liquid. Again, a ½ inch is probably enough. Just put your soap right into the water. You can control how much spray comes out of your dog chamois here. And we'll try that for demonstration purposes. So you've got enough water. You can just hit the wash button, and it will start to suck water out and recirculate. It'll mix the water there, or it'll mix the water and soap there at the base of the dog. And you can wash the dog with the same recirculated water. Another question, it shuts off. There you go. We tend to hook this here with the little lever to shut it off. Again, it has the same type of switch as the others, mounted right here, so you can check this line if there's any issue. There's a number provided on the front. The guys at Dog Chamois are happy to assist you if you have any issues with the unit. Then to drain the tank, it's simple enough. Now, on earlier blue dogs, there was an electric pump that you had to run to drain the tub. We've done away with that. If you look down below the tub, you'll see that there is a straight pipe with a P-trap, just like underneath your bathroom sink. They go straight to the gray water tank. And this eliminates the pump. It also eliminates any issues with clearing gray water out of the tub. This is a screw-together P-trap, so if you have any clogs, you can unscrew it in several pieces and clean it out. If there's any leaking, you can just check those threaded fittings and tighten them up. But we've had very good luck with this, and we're excited that it simplifies the system and keeps that extra pump from causing any problems or clogging, and just makes it easier to maintain the gray water system. The final thing we'll talk about is the lift table. The lift table is fairly maintenance free. Just using the toe switch to move it up and down. It's plugged in here, so if there's any issues with it not working, just check to make sure that the GFI circuit doesn't need to be reset. You can trip the GFI circuit and you can reset the GFI circuit that way. The Dog Chamois, by the way, has a very similar GFI built into the plug. If it trips for any reason, there is, let's say it trips, that red light will go out. So to use the Dog Chamois, if we were to unplug it and plug it back in when new, the red light's on, you always hit reset and then test and then reset again to make it work. It's their standard process, top, bottom, top to reset. And if you do unplug it for any reason, you'll have to do that procedure to get it to restart. On the lift table, we've used this Master Equipment grooming arm. We've been through a lot of grooming arms and found that this is the most convenient for the most uses. You can undo and move the tightening knobs for the clamps on either side. Some people prefer their grooming arm in the center of the table. Some people prefer them at an angle. Some people prefer them at the front. This one's set up close to the back. You can loosen the secondary knobs on both sides, and you can raise the arm as high or as low as you want it. Some people complain that, well, the arm extends so far down below the table, we can't lower the table down for a big dog. And I appreciate that. We've purposely left these long so that you can decide what works best for you. If you want the grooming arm up higher above the table to accommodate big dogs, you can adjust it up. Or if you tend to do more small dogs and you want it down, you can adjust it down. One thing Sally Durman taught me, and I think is a great idea we recommend for all of these, is that once you've kind of got it set where you like to work and at the height you like to work, just get a hacksaw and cut the bottom of these off on both sides. There is a plastic plug in the end which you can move up to fill the cut hole, but if you cut these off, then you can lower this table down to about, it'll go as low as 5 inches off the ground. So you can have your large dogs walk right onto the tabletop, get secured, and then you can raise them up to working height. So again, we've chosen not to cut these off before we ship the vehicles so that you can set these to the height you want, with the understanding that you can come back in and take the bottoms off of that to allow full travel of the table.